Before we kind of get started, introduce two of our seniors that have to go to class. Austin Summerfield, returning player as a senior, was one of the top rebounders in the league, top field goal percentage guys in the league. Definitely a guy we're counting on to come back and help us. D'Angelo LeGrier, also a senior that's been here for 4 years. Another guy that should play big minutes for us and really be a good contributor to this team. So I just wanted to introduce those guys before they had to take off to class. But thanks for being here, fellas. Well, before we get started, a couple thank yous. Brian Henry, Martin, Murphy, Tommy, thank you guys for all that you do to help our programs and our sports, putting this together. Media, the TV, radio, newspaper guys have always been good to UWF and to our program. We're always available to you, and thank you for being here for us. Dave Scott and his staff are always supportive, are always great to work with. Really happy that I have a chance to be here and be the head coach, because I enjoy the people that we work with. Dr. Bentz, a special thank you to her in her last few weeks here before she takes on a new adventure. But talk about somebody that loves athletics and somebody from a presidential standpoint that has been good to this department. We give her a special thank you. And we welcome Dr. Saunders. We look forward to working with her and to her being a part of our athletic family too. Dr. Bailey, thank you for being here and being part of it, and for helping us and all your support. Changing culture, something we talked about last year, something we're still working on doing. I think we've gotten better with it. We've changed a lot of things. We've made some progress, but we still have a lot of work to do, a lot of things to still get done. Part of the change in the culture is to try to be like the other sports here. I want to shout out to men's and women's soccer, where they've done great, to volleyball for doing great, and Coach Bart for another Coach of the Year award. And you guys know him. Don't ask him about it because he'll tell you. So you don't want to talk to him about being Coach of the Year, but congratulations to those guys and good luck this week. Quality coaching staff, David Pruitt, finishing up his master's degree as our graduate assistant this year. David and I have been together for a few years now. He played for us and was one of the all-time great three-point shooters at Lander and went on to play overseas professionally and has really been helpful here to our guys shooting the basketball. He's a guy that loves being on the floor and working with skill work and does a lot of things behind the scenes that go unnoticed that we appreciate him taking care of. Brian Benator, our full-time assistant, is on the road, loves being on the road, loves recruiting, loves getting out and seeing people, and that's really the bloodline of your program. You have to have good players to continue to progress. So thank you to those two guys. Robert Aldridge is our strength coach. He's part of our staff. He's a guy that also really helps our team, helps our program. Those guys love getting in the weight room with him. He's good with them. He's fun with them. I think they appreciate that. And Kent Morgan overseeing all that. Patrick Ryan is no longer here, but boy, was he instrumental last year in helping our team. We appreciate his help with our guys academically. We have a fall and spring semester for men's basketball over a 3.0 GPA. That's pretty impressive for men's basketball. So we appreciate his work, and we look forward to working with Chuck as he starts. Women's basketball, it's fun because we're on the road with them. They're a fun group to travel with. They're fun to be around. I appreciate Stephanie and her access and being able to talk with her and go in and make changes in schedules or change things up on the road or talk with her about home schedules. It's nice to know I've got someone I can work with, and I appreciate what you guys do. A little bit higher expectations. Continue to look at that this year. Academically, as always, to graduate folks. We've moved some guys on, graduate. Give you an example. Justin Williams is now at the University of Kansas on a 5-year scholarship where he's getting $30,000 a year. He's a pretty smart guy. He's going to do pretty well, I think, there at Kansas. We're looking forward to him coming back and being a big donor at some point because I think he's going to do pretty well. Basketball-wise, obviously we want to challenge for championships. We want to be considered one of the best teams in the Gulf South. I think we'll do that in the future. We'll continue to work there. And then socially, you want to have good people. And Stephanie talked a lot about things that they've done. We've done some of those things too, working with the Miracle League. We did a mini clinic the other day over at Sims Middle School. We've done the reading and recess. Mario and Jason have both done that, going into elementaries and speaking. We try to make a well-rounded person. Had Roy Jones come in and talk to him the other day about having a fighting spirit and ways to train and different things, and I think that was kind of a neat thing for our team to visit and talk with him. But we want to win championships, also want make champions for life, just like our athletic department motto. And I think that's a great motto for us to live by. As far as a basketball motto for this year, we've kind of come up with making waves in the GSC. And we want to change where we're at. We want to get better, and we want to continue to improve. Preseason conditioning, I did some Navy SEAL stuff again at midnight the first night. That was fun. We changed it up a little bit. They had to dive in 4 different ice buckets and get out and get in the sand. And so we changed that up and made it a little bit more fun. You guys enjoyed that, right? Yeah, that was fun. The coaches had a great time with it. I think they had fun. We did beach workout this year, which we had not done before. They thought that was going to be easy. I don't think it was. I think it was a little bit tougher than they thought it was going to be, but that was good. We did some cycling. Obviously track work, individual workouts, and probably the one mistake that we made this preseason was in our water aerobics. We did some stuff in there, and then at the end one day we decided to challenge the swim team. And that was probably a mistake, wasn't it, Mario? Mario was our best swimmer, so we sent him down to challenge the swim team to an event, and they laughed at us. She kind of took off and stopped and looked at Mario and said, "Come on," and then kept going. So that was fun, though. It was fun to challenge them a little bit. Work ethic has been great. I think we've developed the winning attitude. I think we've developed the culture that we want. We're continuing to improve there. Our team is bigger, stronger, deeper, I think more skilled. Hopefully that means we'll be better. And I think we will. I think it may take a little time, but we'll be better. We've got 4 returning seniors. You met Austin. You met D'Angelo. Jason Laatsch has been here. This is his 5th year. He's finishing up now in grad school, working on getting a graduate degree. But Jason has been a rock for this program. He's a guy that we know we can count on every day. Mario's been here the last couple years and is also a returning senior that we count on this year to be a great shooter. He was one of the top in the league last year with 3-point field goals made and 3-point percentage. So we know both these seniors and the other 2 guys are going to help us. We have 3 other returners. Josh Laatsch is a returner. Brian Shalfo returns, and Rashawn Benson. Rashawn was 3-time Freshman of the Week last season. Very good point guard, returns, and I think can give us some leadership from that spot. We've added 8 new players, 4 junior college players. Marvin Jones was a junior college All-American. Really good player, very skilled kid. Daryl Tucker's a big kid at 6'7", 6'8", athletic post player. DJ Thorpe, kind of a defensive specialist and a guy that can make plays off the bounce, kind of plays a combo guard. And Motir Dang is another junior college kid. It's about 6'6", that we can play kind of as a 3-4 type guy. We have 1 sophomore, 6'10", transfer Henry Vendanimi from Finland. Henry will be with us for 3 years and really feel like he has a bright future. And then we have 3 freshmen that we brought in. Jamal Clark, 6'9", out of Fort Lauderdale. Brett Carter's a 2-guard out of Charlotte. And Michael Torres, a 7'2", freshman out of St. Louis. All 3 freshmen right now. We're probably going to redshirt until next year. Still building, still creating culture. It's kind of like building a house. Right now we're building a house out in Pace, and talked to our team about you got to build the foundation first, and we've kind of built the foundation. Then you start putting the walls up and the ceilings, and then you start putting things inside that are cool and neat to look at. And that's kind of where we're at. We've got the foundation built. I think the walls are up. Now we got to start having some fun and adding some things. And that's kind of where we're at, I think, with our program right now, creating the chemistry, the care, and building the winning attitude. These guys bring it every day. There's not a lot of complaining. They're enthusiastic with what we do. Our workout schedule's usually in the morning. We've got things scheduled where we don't have class really with anybody till 11 o'clock, so we do all of our workouts in the morning, so they're done. They go to workouts, practice, individual workouts, strength training, whatever we do in the morning, go to class in the afternoon, then they have the evenings available for them and for studying. So we've had a pretty good fall semester. Things that we're still working on, leadership. I think we have to still continue to work at that. I don't think that's any different for our program than it is for any other program. That's a difficult thing to find today with kids. They'd rather be liked than maybe be a leader sometime, and leaders at times have to make people mad. So leadership is something we're still pushing toward. Toughness, I think, is something you still work toward every day with your team. And learning the league with our new guys, I think, will be another challenge. Just the unknown, and until you go do it one time, it's going to help that our coaches have been through it once. We've got some guys that have been back through it once, whether it be knowing our league or knowing how we practice. All those things help, but our new guys are still going to have to make that adjustment, and they're still going to have to go through it one time. So we've had a pretty good preseason, and now we're to the point where we're getting ready to start. Tonight we have a meet the team night after the volleyball win. As soon as we beat them, then we're going to get on the floor with the girls, have some fun with the students, do some contests, see if any students outshoot our guys that we need to make changes in our program there. But we're going to have some fun with them with some shooting contests. And you guys don't know Summerfield real well, but that cat eats more than anybody I've ever been around in my life. Do you guys agree with that? Yeah. I mean, he eats during practice. That is a true story, isn't it? He brings stuff to practice and eats while practice is going on. It's incredible. We go in the weight room, he takes food in there and eats. So tonight, he's our guy for the ice cream eating contest. So we'll have some fun with him tonight. 2 preseason exhibitions and scrimmages left. As Brian said, we go to Lafayette. We leave tomorrow. We play over there on Thursday night. Bob Marlin, gracious enough to have us. I'm sure a lot of you folks remember Bob. He was the head coach at PSC when they won a national championship here. Really appreciate him allowing us to come and be part of an exhibition game. And then we play Columbus State on Sunday in our last scrimmage. Open the following week, we go to Fort Valley, where we play Albany State and Fort Valley back-to-back days. Then our first home contest is Saturday, November 19th, against one of the newest members of GSC with AUM. That will be also after the volleyball game that day. And then our first Gulf South Conference game is against Valdosta on Monday, December 12th. So we thank you for being here. We thank you for being a part of our program, for your support and for your help, and for continuing to follow us and helping us grow to try to be one of these great teams in our league. Questions?
Jeff, when you're in a tough league, you can make progress without having a record to show for it.
Yeah.
What areas do you feel like you really made progress last year that you improved that may not have shown up in the league?
Well, we won 4 of our last 7 games and really had a chance. West Georgia ended up winning the league. We're down 1 there with a minute to go and miss a layup. They turn around, run the other way, and get a 3-point play. We end up losing by 4. We were in games all the way through. I really liked our team. Then, there are years where you have a great record and you don't really like your team as a coach. And then there are years where your record's not great, but you really like your team. Well, that was us last year. I liked our guys. I liked how hard we worked. We stuck together through some adversity. And then we finished the year the right way. We won 4 of the last 7, and a couple of losses were against better teams, Delta State, West Georgia, probably 2 of the top teams in the league in hard-fought games. So we made progress. I think guys started believing what we were doing. They figured out what we were trying to get done, and then they helped us with recruiting to bring in some guys that can help us this year. So the progress is there. Now we got to jump on that from where we're at now and continue to get better.
At the top level of the Gulf South, where did you feel like you just had matchups that were just areas of your game that were just deficient?
Yeah.
And were you able to address those in development and in recruiting?
Well, we've definitely gotten bigger. Adding 6'10", 6'9", 6'8" gets us bigger. The 7'2" kid won't play this year, but we're definitely taller. We're bigger and stronger. I think the weight program has helped us, bigger and stronger. Adding guys that are skilled. Marvin Jones is a very skilled kid. He can score the ball. He can shoot the ball. Daryl Tucker is a big athletic 4-man that can play in or out pretty much. He can run and jump. DJ Thorpe is a very athletic kid that can help us defensively, can get to the basket. Motir Dang's a big wing at 6'6", not a lot of 6'6" wings in our conference. So I thought we got bigger, stronger, deeper, and more skilled. All areas we need to get better in. Now, does that mean we're going to move up a lot? I don't know, because I don't know what the other teams have yet. So we can go from here to here, and if they go from here to there, we're still behind. So hopefully they didn't do quite as well recruiting, or they didn't have some guys back that were their best players, and we're gaining on them. And I think we will. I think you'll see us gain this year.
Jeff, Thursday's game, how did it come about? Did you know Bob prior to this a lot? I didn't know whether there was a relationship with him. And then what does it mean to play that kind of a game as an exhibition?
It's really difficult to get these games. Stephanie could tell you. She had one last year, and this year they couldn't get one. And it's hard to get them. Division I guys are funny. They won't schedule that thing till the end of the summer. You can call them 50 times, and they don't want to do it. Now, why they wouldn't just say, okay, we'll play, I don't know. But Bob Marlin did that. I called him and said, we'd love to have an exhibition game. We've struggled to get them. Would you have any interest in playing? So he turns around in his office and yells at his assistant and says, Murph, we got an exhibition game yet? He said, no. He goes, we're going to play West Florida. That was it. Wow. We got it like that. And usually, Brian called how many people? 50? Trying to get an exhibition game, and we couldn't get one, and we got it in one call. And I've known Bob a long time from when he was at PSC. He's always been good to me, and we were able to work it out. So it's a neat thing. It's hard to get those. I think players enjoy it. I think players at our level all think they're Division I players, and they better think that. They need to think that. And a lot of them probably are Division I players. And now they get the opportunity to go play at that level, see where we're at, experience that environment, and we're looking forward to it. It should be fun. Only negative is we don't get to play in the Cajun Dome. We're going to play in their old arena because they're redoing the Cajun Dome and won't be open until probably December. But it's still going to be a great trip for us. I think our players will really have fun with it.
Jason, both of you, they're both players. How have you seen, speak so that the attitude, whether it's a confidence attitude in the program and the team, and what maybe your expectations are, how's that changed? And I know Jason's been a long run for you, so in your time here this year, how's it been maybe different?
Definitely, like Coach Burkhamer said, it's all about changing culture, and that's the first thing he preached when he got here. So whether it be through what we do in practice, how we game plan, how they recruit, or how we recruit, you can tell that the program is headed in the right direction, and that you can tell he's turning it around. And I think this season is going to show how much this program is improving.
Yeah, and our returners, are better. We got better guys coming in, and we have guys sticking into the program and really following with what we want to do and what we need to do. And I think our expectations are much higher, and I think we can all agree with that as a team.
Is that something you guys felt last year developing, or is it kind of something you learned from last year and then you put it into effect as you prepare for this year?
Definitely just because we had a bunch of new guys last year, so we had to get used to playing with each other, and then Coach it was his first year, so we had to learn his system. So with the people that played for Coach last year, I think we know what Coach wants, so we were able to help the returners this year, say like maybe when we're going through plays and be in the right places on defense, or whether it be pressing, just being able to help them as players instead of Coach having to stop like he did last year and teach everybody, because we really didn't know what to expect yet. So
this is year 2, so like returners, we know more of what Coach wants us to do, and beginning of the year in practices, we already knew most plays and everything, so we were able to help the new guys, and it's helped a lot, and we were excited.
Jeff, what struck you about the league last year? You were in a lot of games right down to the end,
Yeah.
one possession or here or there could have decided it in your favor. But what did you learn about the conference?
Well, I think there were 8 or 9 games that were 1 or 2 possession games that came down to us having the ball at the end or them having the ball at the end, and a lot of those games didn't go our way. And I think we found out that the importance of one possession, which if you go in our locker room, that's one of the signs that you'll see. It's important to take care of the ball. It's important to run things exactly right. It's important to understand one possession defensively is the difference in the game sometimes. But the league is very good. There's very good coaches in this league. There's good teams. There's great players. The kid at Delta is the National Junior College Preseason Player of the Year this year. So we know we've got to be prepared every night. It's not a league with any easy games in it. There's some leagues you can play, and the bottom 2 or 3 teams, you're getting 6 wins. You play those teams twice, you got 6 wins in the league. That's not the case in the Gulf South. You better play every night. It's a very, very good conference. There's some tough places to play in this league. We want to make this one of the tough places to play.
Coach, you won the majority of your games down the stretch last year. We live in a society now that everybody thinks you have to win today. They don't give coaches an opportunity to grow their program. The feeling when you look at your team, though, do you feel as a coach that you guys finally peaked last year? Not peaked, but you feel that that's the team that you see going forward? Or do you see going into this year that you still have a lot of things to work on to be the team that you want to be where UW expects you guys to be?
So you think it's about today, huh?
I'm not saying that.
Urban Meyer gets questioned after the loss the other day. Now, the Cats won how many games in a row, and people weren't even fired after one loss? I mean, it's incredible. We got better. We were in games. I thought down the stretch we did play well. I think guys felt comfortable. They felt confident. The game at Mississippi College was a big game for us to win, and Mario was unbelievable in that game, hitting shots. But that was a big win on the road. We needed to somehow find a way to win on the road, which we hadn't done. That game, I think, really helped our confidence and got guys to believe in a little bit more. And then we were playing the best teams in the league down to 1 or 2 possessions. So we know we're close. We know we're right there. And now if we've added some pieces, we've gotten better, whether it be through individual workouts, through understanding what we're trying to do as a team on both sides of the ball. We should have a better team. We should be able to go out and compete better and find ways now to win some of those close games. And I've told some people, I think I told Gordon, last year I'd look at the bench late in the game and say, okay, who are we going to go to? This year I can look at the bench and say which guy we want to go to. And that makes it a little bit easier. You have guys that are a little bit more confident, a little bit more experienced, and we've added some people that can help us with those areas.